Hello, 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 and welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. Here we bring you the continuing adventures of DeathPillar as he flies through the dungeon. I've got that unfortunate, ominous feeling that something terrible is about to happen. I'm fairly worried that I'm going to die this run, and I really don't want to. This run is going really well. Um, I have in my hands the Staff of Energy as well as an int +6 weapon that I can use to get better fire defense on demand. Um, at the cost of cold defense and hungerless casting a firestorm versus let's see, what is it with int +6? Very, 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 very low hunger casting a firestorm. That's thanks in part to this amazing jewelry that I've picked up. I have +12 int off my jewelry alone, and my armor isn't anything to laugh at either. Yeah. I guess my concern is with everything going so well, I just have that foreboding feeling that something's going to go bad. My int is 51 when I wield all my stuff. This is higher than the int I've had on some characters that were in the post endgame. So here goes. We're going to do Volts 4, and at the very least we'll open Volts 5. I don't know for sure if I'll finish it. It depends on how things go. Uh, if that ominous feeling starts to worsen, I may just completely. I want you all to understand it would be completely irrational of me, but I might irrationally decide, forget it, I don't want to lose this character right now. But here's to hoping that won't happen, because that would be awful. All right, we're just gonna quickly check all staircases going down. When playing to the hilt, it is important to play hiltily. It looks like Volts 4 is a series of boxed off chambers. Probably good for me, honestly. Oh, yes, I forgot about that. So I am currently packing the spells are easy to cast but suck modifier, which is a negative. Um, I'm also wielding wizardry. Those two together give me a massive, massive bonus to my castability. I don't need brand weapon anymore. I shouldn't be using unartifact weapons for any reason. Let's enchant my troll to maximum, please. Because I have two sources of regen, so whoa! Ogre Mage, Ogre Mage, Ogre Mage, Ogre Mage, Ogre is invisible. Okay, perfect. Torch the lot of them, and then close the door. So, now I've got some skeletons. That's great. But yeah, double regen is pretty sweet, and I'm definitely dealing with a pretty powerful build right now. If I were to drop the mutational source of wizardry, I'm no longer even wearing the wizardry ring, I believe, in favor of just straight +4 intelligence, but I have a wizardry ring present, so dropping this mutation would probably enhance my spell power more than it would hurt my casting by a lot. Especially when you consider that I'm at 4% spell fail, to the point that I'm not even training it right now. I think Invocations at 13.4 is quite adequate. Let's go back to Conjure Fire and Dodging and Armor. Actually, let's buff shields a little bit further. Yeah, my shield that I'm wielding right now with the buckler is there to stay, so I might as well get it better. I guess my shield score is 6 now. If I could get that up to 8, I would be very satisfied. There's a warden. There's a lot of doors to lock too, so let's just make sure I'm nice and out of the way when that happens. No, I don't want to hit my own skeleton. I want to hit the warden. There we go. Yay, level up! And we've got a very nice cloud fill here going. Cloud fill going here. Let's channel back all my mana. Wow, see how fast my mana channel works right now, thanks to all the invocations training? That's fantastic. Fighting can be slow trained now that I hit level 25. 160 health is a fair amount of health. Even without all my resistances in a row, I shouldn't be worrying about. I shouldn't have to worry about imminent death from just a few hits. At least not anymore. And I channel mana very quickly. Apart from the in-game benefits, which are notable, it's also just a convenience to not have to push the button that often. +6, +3, +1, +6. Look, I can't open the door if you don't. Whoa, there's a lot of enemies here all of a sudden. Let's torch them all. Close the door myself. Channel back a whole bunch of mana. The channeling costs more than... Well, I guess I'm hungerless spellcasting, but yeah. The channeling is my biggest source of food consumption at this point. More so than walking around or anything. If I could just understand, not, you know, on paper, but in my head, that infinity food from necromutation is not really any better than a finite but large stack of food, and have a sense of how much food I can spend channeling how often, I wouldn't need necromutation to play the extended endgame. Necromutation also is good for permanent curse prevention, or mutation prevention, but I'm pretty sure my amulet is a resist mutation, yeah. My amulet is honestly the most amazing piece of jewelry I found in several months of playing Crawl, probably. Paired with an amazing weapon, one of any of these would have been nice. And while I still lack a solid set of resistances, I at least have a fluctuating set of resistances that gets the job done. Certainly feel like I could get through Zot with this build. I question whether or not this build is already powerful enough to tackle the post-endgame. I feel like I might be able to kill one or two of the Panlords already with what I've got going. But I don't think that I'd be good enough to kill off the Hells. Not without more resistance, certainly. Doing Gehenna, for example, without RF++ is... I don't want to say tantamount to suicide, that's a very strong word, but it's certainly going to be difficult, at the very least. And even thinking of things like the Crypt, with its... Ooh, the Ring of Intelligence. I mean, I've got +4, but... My other ring is literally just giving me resist Necro with an MP+, right? Nothing I actually need. So let's take that off and put on an unknown Ring of Intelligence. It's an additional +4 ring, bringing my intelligence to a absolutely shit-eatingly amazing, phenomenal 55, which means that between my spellcasting and my other abilities, the stack of energy and the staff and my weapon are identical in terms of the fact that even level 9 spells are naturally hungerless. That's insane. It also means I don't need to carry the Staff of Energy anymore. Sif Muna Invocation. This does technically lower my MP pool by 6 points, which is not honestly even worth mentioning relative to the power buff of hungerless spellcasting, even at level 9. Back off. We're not killing anything here. Now we're killing everything here. That fire dragon can walk through the fire clouds left behind from a firestorm with fair ease, but he can't deal with the initial attack, which is partially irresistible. In large part irresistible, I should specify. I mean, partially irresistible leaves a lot to judgment. I want to say 45% irresistible, but don't quote me on that figure. We're going to cut fighting. 18 is enough for now. Work on other stuff. Similarly, if I find a cure mutation, that's absolutely the next thing I'm going to go with. Fire in the hole! Melee range orb of destruction, and pull out a Bellforge Servitor if I have it handy. Alright, there we go. Get back my mana. Alright, well that is so much for my premonition. That really did go smoothly. This is probably the safest staircase to go down from, because if I were to pull enemies up, only a handful can come follow me. And we'll open this door and give my summons a chance to reach me. Of course, we'll eat a ration, just because I don't want to go in hungry. And, do I have a potion or scroll of cancellation? Doesn't exist. Okay, nothing that can close the doors on me. That's important. Nothing that I'm acutely terrified of. That's also important. We're gonna kill a shit ton of enemies at once. Focusing is, of course, on the summoners. I have a massive AC of 42, so I'm actually good to melee for just a little bit. No, I'm not okay with getting hit by my own beam. Doesn't matter how low the risk. My own beam will hurt more than anything else I'm likely to face. And this is probably the better set to catch. Yeah. And that's a dragon of some variety, an iron dragon. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna pull. And we have enough allies here to support me while I get beat up. And then we'll back off. And then we'll find a place to fire in the hole from. At peril of a griffin skeleton or two. Light these guards on fire. Because, you know, with an AC of 42 and a +7 trident, I'm no slouch in melee either. I just am not a melee specialist. I can still kill lots of mans in melee. Let's actually pre-gen a servitor, just in case it's able to follow me upstairs. Still nothing that can close the doors on me, that's important. Something that can trample me off the stairs. And I got marked just as I left. So I picked the right time to leave. There's the thing that followed me up the stairs. Or could trample me off the stairs, so I'm very glad we got him. No, don't risk your life. Just torch these things the old-fashioned way. Now you can risk your life. Of course, please give me some mana back, and we'll torch these things. An Iron Dragon would be very helpful. Channel back mana. Alright. Sentinel's mark has expired. Giant swarm of enemies killing me at once. That's the Sentinel. He's the one I'm afraid of. We'll kill him first. We'll include the Quicksilver Dragon in the explosion radius, if possible. This is the best way. We got both. Then we're gonna pull because we're being meleeed by things. Things what hurt. I think I killed something in there. Probably my skeleton as well, but don't really care anymore. I'm doing good. I'm gonna head towards a more open space. This actually serves a twofold purpose. All these up and down trips and weights can sometimes regenerate more enemies on this floor. And it's... Ah! That was not what I tried to hit. Okay, am I alive? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Thin their numbers is probably safe right now. Reminding myself that I do carry resist fire on this spear, so the enemies I'm currently facing are the right enemies to face. Back off, and then fire in the hole. Torch. Ally to do that too, or do that with. Perfect. Shield skill is now up another point or two, which is great from when I first started training it. Probably good to run with its at its current level. Heh. Ogre dodge twice, not bad. Okay. Repel missiles, arm missiles all on. That's great. We're gonna turn off shields now. Focus on a new skill, I guess. Armor penalty is probably as low as I'll ever need it to be, so who cares? Dodging could always go up, but do I really need to dodge? I should really figure what the next spell school I want is and go for it. I can probably memorize anything at this stage. Fuck it, maybe go for a Gargoyle. I can almost hear you guys groaning through your computer screens and telling me this is a bad move, and I know it is. But I kind of just want to do it, so what the hell? I feel like I need to enhance my spell power more, but then I realize that the reason it's being held up is because of this, so. And the only time I'm going to need a more powerful Firestorm is if I go extended endgame. More than the Sentinel's Mark, this tentacled monstrosity needs not to hit me. If I get hit by it and get constricted and have to stay on this floor, that's bad. Okay, it's dead. We'll pull the Vault Sentinel. Pull whoever's here. Apparently that was nothing. I'm about to get knocked off the stairs, I suspect. I don't know why I'm meleeing the Quicksilver Dragon. I should just be killing it. Turn back on all my abilities that he drained off me, because that's his deal. And now ask yourself the question, are you winning this fight or losing? Because if you're winning this fight, you can go back in. If you're losing, then you can't. Okay. Haven't gotten past the door. There are multiple trampling dragons that can push me out. I would say get in there, but be prepared to blink and run if necessary. I'm just gonna pull, but if I get constricted to stay, which I just did, I'm gonna have to blink. And teleport. And back off. Okay, I can definitely win a fight in here. Oh, turn on regeneration. What the hell is your problem? And also give yourself an ally. I'm gonna need the time that this ally is gonna buy me. Okay, now what? Get back mana. Just get back mana. Holy shit, that thing's coming at me quick. I don't care about hunger, I care about mana. Dragon Ball is down here, and doubtlessly the responsible one for this casting. No, he can't do this. He's summoning fucking butterflies. Then why am I being attacked by casted minions? Regardless, Dragon Ball has to die, so we'll fight him. But I don't want my Spells Forge Servitor to die because he's probably the one who's going to do more damage. So, pick a spot that won't hit both. 3. Regen is off, so we're going to have to get back my mana so that I can continue to regen. Okay, that's plenty of mana for the time being. That's a kill, a mass kill in fact. We're going to get some health back, and then we're going to continue to spam regen. I found my quiet little corner from which I will fight. This is where we fight, this is where they die. I don't need a Wand of Frost. I should not even be picking those up anymore. Snowflakes. Yes, that's what I want right now. God. Actually, it might not hurt to pick up some of those, but whatever. What I just... I feel like I'm missing something. There we go. This is a... What's on the space that I can't grab? Auto pickup is back on now. Excellent. We'll just res all of these things. Water nymph should be particularly vulnerable to fire. And I don't care if I'm making a racket. I want them to find me here. What I don't want is to have to go after them there. We'll fight the enemies here so that we don't have to fight them over there. But isn't that blind supposed to go, we'll fight the enemies there so we don't have to fight them here? Shut up. This is not international diplomacy. Or I suppose lack of diplomacy. Am I gonna win this fight? Yes, just channel mana once and then blow him up in melee range with an orb. Okay, now that I won the fight, channel back mana before the next one. I'm really glad I took the time to level up my Sith Muna channeling ability. I feel like if I had been getting 2 or 3 HP at a time, this whole set of fights would have gone much, much worse for me. I kind of want to let my servitor finish this guy, but I can't because my servitor isn't fighting, so we're just gonna torch the lot of them. Thank God. Duck behind this in order to heal, please. Whoa, I thought you were dead. Can I take an Ancient Lich out with a Firestorm? Yes. Oh crap, it hit myself. Probably worth it, even if it hits me. Okay, turn on regen, and then just get all your mana back. Big focus is that you need your mana before the next fight. Okay, mana is back, regen's back. Something just hit me. I don't know what it is, but whatever. Apparently my life force has been offered up, but apparently that wasn't enough offering because everything that offered it is dead. Mana is all back. Something is clawing at me. It's a Raiju of some kind. It's dead now. My skin is no longer crawling. Oh, right, because I'm not using regeneration anymore. Okay, I wonder if I was the one who caused that life force offered up prompt. Sticky Flame. There's no need to use good spells there. This is a much better bottleneck for me to fight from, admittedly. Ah! Okay. Just gonna do some fire in the hole in general to kill these things. Because, as predicted, there are more than just the ones you see. There's almost always more orcs than you see. Okay. I think we may have finally decompressed the chamber enough that I can honestly say they are slowing down in the number they're sending me. I've also turned Necromutation from not studied to rather well studied, so that's good. I picked up a book that I can't ID, which may be the Necronomicon that I don't yet have. That would be very promising, if that were the case. Ah, damn it. Alright. Admittedly, that was a shitty teleport that I got. It took me less than 10 squares away, but oh well. Paid off. Re-entering the main chamber that I was forced to flee from before as the conquering hero. And there we go. Victory. I mean, I say victory, I know it's not over, but truthfully, with the initial welcome party cleared, Volts 5 is not that challenging anymore. It is not really to be that feared, because whatever you had to do to survive that is probably good enough for the rest of the floor. I guess I should wait until I'm done before I start crowing. Plenty of room for an odd depletion or running out of mana or something at the wrong time. I have gotten a very high EXP density here though, leveled up once or twice already. There's almost no point even picking up new amulets, because literally nothing I see is gonna entice me to give up my own. Right? There should be something to kill by now, or butcher by now. Yeah, you can ignore an unidentified amulet for sure. Kill everything, please. And ditch the Ring of... Ooh, Ring of Fire! No, I don't need these. If my Firestorm needs more oomph to it, then I need to get that by leveling it higher, not by wearing a ring slot for it. Says the guy who's using a ring slot right now for a +4 intelligence he clearly doesn't need. Good God. I'm one of those people who subscribes to the more dukkha philosophy. What is dukkha? It is what you need more of. How much dukkha do you need? You need more of it. How much is more? More. I don't like this vantage point, actually. It minimizes the advantage of my firestorming. I'm gonna retreat. If I had swiftness now would be the time. I do, actually. We're gonna use it. Just to quickly reposition myself where I want to be. Drop a firestorm to cover my retreat, and then retreat. I'm pretty sure I just threw a potion of Berserk Rage instead of an Orb of Destruction. Definitely a typo. Also an excellent reason to do this and put... Let's go Quiver, nothing please. I don't want to accidentally throw things. Also eat that slice of pizza, it's just taking up an item slot. Ooh, that looks so dangerous. Alright, continue to clear this out the old-fashioned way. At this point I feel comfortable just spamming the auto walk. It'll get me where I need to go. Fen, Folio, and CBO. What am I training right now? Never mind, it's just showing me affected schools. Why am I... How am I specifically being affected by in a magical way, but not in other ways? I am just memorizing necromancy. That's good. Okay, cool. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I must be close to getting past the blockage or whatever it is. Also, are there cool armors that I've ignored? Nah, we're good. 55 intelligence is more than I get on most of my runs post endgame anyway. If I can't win with that much, I don't really deserve much else. I deserve to lose if I can't win with that much. This is irritating. He keeps changing forms whenever I damage him to get all his health back, so next time I just lit him on fire and then attacked him, so he died. Crystal Falchion could be better than int +6 with a resist to fire. Well, it could. It's an int +6 with anti-magic and null teleport, so no thank you. We'll pass. Staff of Fire is actually an interesting choice. See, if I go Staff of Fire, Firestorm now has Hunger attached to it, but it goes to +1 power pip, whereas if I'm wielding +6 intelligence, it's the same power pip. So, okay, never mind. It's not as good an enhancer as I thought it might be. I don't need Scroll of Amnesia. I'm a Sith worshipper. I don't need spare unidentified Wands of Hasting. I barely even need the one I carry with me identified. Do I have a giant stack of ID scrolls? I do. Let's go ahead and ID the new Wand of Telly. It's not that much better than the old one. We'll keep both on hand. We've got stuff here. Stuff aplenty. Telly, ID... Ooh, Gold Dragon. So, despite my troll leather fetish, I haven't completely given up on the idea of wearing a gold dragon armor this game. But if I did that, it would have to be a post-endgame build, not a, actual game build. There's just not enough EXP in the ordinary game for me to worry about things like that. Ditch the Ring of Fire, wield the Crude Glaive. Can't be wielded with a shield? Well then forget it. My shield is incredibly valuable. We can ID this, but it's probably good. It's Cure Mutation. Small chance that Firestorm becomes hard to cast if I take this, but I don't care. I'll take that chance. Okay, 5% extra fail is a lot, but it got a lot of power, I'm sure, to make up for it. We're going to throw some more points at Fire and Conjuration just to finish this off. In the meantime, I really want to know what this book is. It is the Necronomicon as predicted. Necromutation is a 100% failure right now. We're going to go and memorize a cheap transmutation spell just so I can start memorizing transmutation as soon as possible. As previously discussed, this is a horrible plan because it's 2-2 skills to memorize a marginal spell that I don't need. Like, it's literally the worst thing I can do with all my extra EXP right now. I would honestly be better off doing practically anything with it. I might even be better off doing nothing with it, you know, just being like, okay, I have EXP and I'm pissing it into the toilet. Because the end of the game will come and I'll still not be using Necromutation. Even if I can cast it, it'd be like, yeah, I don't need it. So, despite this knowledge, I'm doing it because I'm not really that good at this game. I just like having fun with it. Or being more generous to myself and whoa, int +5 is one better int wise. This is a cold resist as opposed to a fire resist alternative, because the one I had before is resist fire but not cold. Oh, it's one less actually, not one more. So this is actually not a useful weapon to me. If I encounter an enemy with whom I want to be resistant to cold, not fire, I should switch to a weapon of resist cold, not fire. So as good as this weapon would be 9 out of 10 times, I just am already at a point in the game where I can do better. We're not interested in weapons that can't be wielded with my current equipage. Dexterity versus nothing. I'll take dexterity, thanks. Okay, continuing to explore. It's telling that I can raid a treasure vault and find nothing of value. It tells how good off I am right now. That +4 intelligence really does take the hunger out, huh? That's kind of nifty. 2 pips of hunger with 4 extra intelligence. And that's despite how high my intelligence was to begin with. Torch them all. Ooh, mace. Cursed, which cancels out of casting. Yeah, we're not going to be wielding this. We're going to be wielding this instead. Let's give me a herd of Yaktuar. And Volt is cleared. Last rune acquired, or third rune acquired. Excellent. Well, no time like the present, I suppose, to do something stupid. I kind of want to just do slime pits next, but I feel like that's a bad idea for multiple reasons, not the least of which is that right now I'm studying to be a necromutator, and necromutation would keep me immune to the massive quantity of mutations that you can suffer in there. I also have no cure mutation to deal with even one bad mutation, so yeah. We're just gonna go here. To the depths. Oh, we're already here. Okay, awesome. Keep going. We don't need this. We don't need this either. In fact, where are we on the... 99%, it is already becoming theoretically thinkable that it will be castable. Oh wow, we cleared out a lot of the depths. Here's depths 4, not the bottom yet. Plenty of juicy targets to fireball. I don't know if he went invisible or if he died, but that Rakshasa is probably not happy anyway. Whoa, that was the wrong button. That was the right button. pull out the Servitor, who will help me pick off the melee targets, and boom. Spellforce Servitor is so cool. You can tell that I am so far ahead of the game because I can ignore amazing weapons like Enchanted Demon Whips and be like, it's good enough for my summon to carry, I don't care. No, do not want to be mutated by a brain. Beat the dragon up for me so I don't get drained, please. Oh, the Octopode Crusher can get out. Interesting. He doesn't like being torched alive, though, apparently. Not one bit. I already have a Helm of Intelligence, so I doubt this is going to do much for me. Pretty sure I had to burn all my heal wounds at one point in this game, but I don't remember when. But right now I'm so stinking rich that I'm going to do this. All day long, baby. All you want. I will never need a cure or a curing potion again for the rest of the game. As in, I will never need to buy extras. I might need the ones I have. Fireball is adequate here. More mana channeling. Torch. Eat. Eat! Okay. More items. And, oh. Okay. Sorry about that, wife interruption. What was I thinking? Necromutation is a dumb thing, and I shouldn't be studying it. Why am I still doing this to myself? 97%. It's getting there. Actually, I'm damn close to hitting 27 at this stage. Qazlal. God damn. One of these days, I'll do Qazlal. Not anytime soon, but one day. Nope, nothing to eat, nothing to eat. Plenty to kill. Whoa, okay, I found a store apparently. That robe looks useless. All this stuff looks pretty useless. Yeah, never mind. There's a very small premium of items that could actually be useful. Hell, there's only a premium of slots that I still need to improve on. Actually, is that true? I have an ordinary cloak and fairly ordinary boot. Actually, for my purposes, completely ordinary boots. In fact, is there any boot that is even +2? Because that would be an improvement. Nope, apparently not. Oh dang, it's a pesky Spriggan Rider. Just what I needed. A giant herd of death yaks to give me some chow. I'm not being sarcastic, I'm serious. I look at them and I'm like, food. Alright, we are very much on autopilot right now, which is risky to a point, but think of it this way. I could be playing a melee gargoyle and reaching this stage of the game, so for me to have reached this stage with a level 27 Firestorm spamming high intelligence wizard, the game's going to be even more autopilot-y than usual, because I don't know about you guys, but I do believe Dungeon Crawl holds to the linear linear warriors, quadratic wizards deal. Oh wow, that's just a trap. Did not even notice. I do want to fly over lava though. I'm not even mildly scared of being forced to plummet. It's a hell of a vault to put after a bunch of lava. No safe retreat and all. I guess you can technically close the door, and that keeps the worst of it from you. But then you probably walk away, and oh yeah, that could be dangerous. Ooh, this is a fire walk. I need to be very intelligent about this. I have a single pip of resistance. I haven't fitted cloud anymore? Probably not. I do not have fitted cloud. I don't have any cloud summon. I do have fog. I have 5 fog that I don't want to waste. What happens if I walk into a fire? Oh, looks like I'm committed now. 8 damage, 10-ish damage, nothing horrible. Most of these are summoned, so we'll kill the summoner first. Are these crystal guardians, golems of some variety? They are, so that's why they take several firestorms to kill. And then they go down. Food, and onwards. Ugh, okay, ice could be worse. We're definitely going to whip out resistance to cold before we go in. And I don't have to worry about items breaking anymore. So 168, 168, 168. I took very little damage through that, so that's good. Okay, corroded by... what corroded me, actually? A acid bolt cast by an ancient lich. Okay, fair enough. I'm not too worried about being corroded. It just slightly damages my AC. It does nothing to my casting. It's actually not that impactful against me. Okay, and now we've made the crawl through there. I will initiate a teleport to get out. I don't want to walk my way back through that mess. And we'll put back on my standard... oh, I already put back on my standard trident. Great. Hey, put me at the door. That was nice of them. Pretty sure these guys have shatter, which is very dangerous for me to fight against. So they're going to get torched with much... exterminated with extreme prejudice. Whatever. Don't even care. You guys can both be hit at once. You guys need to be hit at once. Necromutation with fire. The fire training actually has significantly impacted my casting ability, I believe. I seem to recall it being 8%, now it's 6%, so that's good. Treeification is never getting drunk anyway, but I have so much money I might as well buy it, just to throw it away. Crystal Longsword. I'm not going to pay to get another artifact that I don't need. If it was a piece of armor, I'd consider it. Like a piece of wearable armor, I'd definitely consider it. I have enough wearable slots that need to be repaired. Or replaced, sorry. I also really don't have a lot of elemental resistance. I mean, it feels like I have a lot, but the truth is I'm missing a fair number of good slots. I could use a boot. Maybe always acquire armor would be the right way to go right now. I still have that one unused scroll of requirement. Wow, this thing blocked like several orbs of destruction. God, I finally got the damn thing. Wear the hat. Put back on a better hat. And ditch the hat. Oh, new hat. Is See Invisible more useful than Intelligence? Probably not on a hat. I'm better off keeping it in a ring swap, so... yeah, we're just gonna drop the hat of See Invisible. Good thought. Good thought. And of course, even if I don't need that last pip of Intelligence, it certainly helps to have for extra spell damage. Helps more than Seeing Invisible when I don't need to. You know, the nice thing about being a necromutating lich is that I won't even have to stop to eat while channeling. Damn it. Pretty sure the depths goes just to 5, so this is probably the bottom of them. Whoa, that's a deathly looking thing. Ah, crap, I took a step off the stairs. That was unintentional. We're just gonna hit a teleport and just spam heals real quick. Or not heals, mana recovery. Now, if ever in the game I would need to use a scroll of magic mapping, this is the time. I'm unknown on an unknown floor, and it's probably the bottom of the depths, which is of course the hardest part of it, but I'm not going to use it. Instead, I'm just going to light this frost giant on. Okay, that frost giant is hurting me. I'm going to kill the frost giant and walk out. What are these things? I don't even know what these are. It looks spectral. Oh, okay, it's a spectral version of an existing enemy. In this case, a swamp worm. Battle. Battle Kabir. Okay, we're good. We're good. Dead are walking. I am flying. Flying beats walking. You know, a high necromutation skill would also give me the ability to memorize another spell that I will never use, Death's Door. Death's Door is probably the better spell compared to necromutation for this, honestly. This is a character who very rarely needs any of the benefits that he's going to get from necromutation. If I could just not be a pansy, I'd be fine. I'd be able to play the extended endgame without necromutation. How often do you really need it? You're not going to need the hungerlessness. I mean, look at this. I have 48 rations of food. That's enough to clear all the pandemonium I'm ever going to need to. And I'm probably going to gain food, not lose it inside of pandemonium. I'm casting spells at such a high level that I blow apart literally everything that attempts to attack me. I'm also very close to hitting level 27, which is going to happen just about now-ish. I'm going to melee these yaks. Oh, never mind. I can't melee anything because my allies will kill it first. Necromutation is completely memorizable now. 56%. It's not entirely spam castable. You can definitely get it better, but oh well, we're getting there. I feel like I must have crossed some kind of sweet spot on the calculation of casting formula, where more intelligence does me more good than having wizardry does somehow. Nah, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Final level up. It really shouldn't be intelligence, because intelligence is already artificially buffed by 25 points. Should put it into something else, but I don't know what else, so just int. Maybe that will excuse me from needing to wear a ring or something. Firestorm is 6% fail. Necromutation is 38. At 38% I can actually memorize it if I want. And now I am a Gargoyle, which boosts my strength and AC even further. Oh man, I have 50 AC and I'm a Gargoyle. This is amazing. I haven't felt like I had a build this powerful in a long ass time. Actually, considering how many of my builds have not made the endgame or extended endgame, it's actually literally true. I haven't had a build this powerful in a very long time. Sigmund is still alive. I kind of want to go pay him a visit. Oh yeah, now that I'm a Gargoyle Lich, I will literally never need to eat again. I mean, not literally never, but mostly never need to eat. Eating is strictly optional. I actually don't need to change forms before casting, because I hungerlessly cast already, because my intelligence, and I can't stress this enough, is so high. Yeah, so I wasn't wrong when I said that Necromutation is a thoroughly useless spell for me. We'll put a few more points in it and then we'll quit. Because Necromutation, I want it to be spam castable, and it's not. If you're doing something, you do it. Alright, so that's cleared. I guess why not? Let's just go to the... What haven't we done? So we've done Crypt, Orc, Shoals, Dungeon, Temple, Snake, Elf, Not Tomb, Lair, Vault, Depths. We haven't done Slime yet. We'll do Slime next. I just like killing stuff. GM. GM. There's a raven? Where? Kill the raven. The raven is now quoted nevermore. Oh, I will kill it myself. With my hands. In melee. Get me there. Okay, I just got gifts for killing yaks. That's something. Okay. Lich time. Liches for bitches. Yes, got the extended when I wanted it. Oh yeah, this is a naturally food-free branch too, I believe. This is the spam transmutation, spam mana channel, spam transmute, then spam mana channel again. Just keep doing it. I remember there was a way to like change your run messages and rest messages so that it would pause before your transmutation ended. That'd be helpful right now. Oh well. One more place that it's helpful to dip in as deep as you can, but you often can't dip very deep because the level structure would burn you with acid if you did. And you can still dip past, you just have to be willing to take a little damage to do it. Me, I'm really just here to get to the loot vault at the bottom. I'm not here to make friends or hang out. Fireball's more than enough. Yeah, see, normally I would be averse to just going down, then down immediately, but, I mean, what do I care about the rest of this place? Draining is not permitted. Fireball will kill these, but might be slower, because these guys are incredibly hardy, if I recall correctly. Alright, there we go. Cleared. Let's explore just for some more XP. Not matters. Yeah, I don't have resist corrosion. I have resist being attacked. Which is just kind of sweet, honestly. I can kill anything that's on the screen at the same time as I am with almost total impunity. And I do have resist mutation. I have an absolute resistance to mutation on account of Necro. Which, oh my god, that's a Titanic slime. I didn't even pay attention, it formed. We're gonna kill it from here, if possible. I don't want to be hit. Wonderful thing about Firestorm. It builds... It has built-in ally giving. It gives you the little mini fireballs, which can sometimes stall even a massive enemy. It's like spamming summon butterflies in addition to Firestorm. And yes, the butterflies, or not butterflies, the fire vortices actually do deal some damage, but the amount is trivial. It's really just that it's a melee obstruction for your enemies that makes it relevant. I want to release my delayed fireball to see if I can kill this thing. Okay, good. That's huge. He's the only thing on this screen that worries me right now. Suddenly finding myself without mana could be troublesome. Not, life-ending, just troublesome. There is truthfully very little that I would find life-ending at this time. Alright, where are we on necromutation? 28%, getting better, good. Ugh. Can I set that to a trickle and just buff my fighting some more, I guess? The thing that's gonna kill me is running out of HP. That's such a truism. I just realized how dumb that sounded after I said it. I just want more than one place to retreat to in the unlikely event that I'm forced to back up and retreat. See? Not the kind of thing you want to back into when running away from something. Corrosion, yay, they actually got through to me. I'm impressed. Let's just pull this guy downstairs. Oh, he didn't get pulled, that sucks. Corrosion, I was told, has become much worse than it used to be, or more dangerous, I should say. The truth is, I find this version of corrosion very much preferable to a permanent armor debuff. Or semi-permanent armor debuff. Especially, I mean, I know that that version wasn't so punishing once you hit the endgame, where everything you wear is usually artifacty anyway, but still. Alright, I think we're doing good. Now, I remember reading somewhere, I think in a dev blog or something, or in a forked off wiki about slime pits, that the slime wall damage goes up with each layer that you go down. So at this level, it would be pretty extreme. Because, well, I guess it gets deeper, but yeah. You can die from just a few turns in contact with these walls without the appropriate resistance. And I don't even know if resist corrosion is a thing anymore, what with preservation being gone. How deep is this place? It goes to 6. Okay, so we've got a ways to go. We're still corroded, so let's not rush into combat. Oh, who cares? I'm not meleeing anything anyway. Alright. Equipment repaired. Fireball. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Fireball. Yeah, it's not that I couldn't do this just using like chunks and rations. It's that necromutation turns high in number, sufficiently high number into infinite. And infinite is not just more, but simpler. Okay, this is me walking next to the walls, and look at that. Just a few turns, it burned my health down almost 20. Of course, I've got multiple stacked sources of regeneration, so my health comes back stupidly fast too. Let's pull if I can. Back up. There's a lot of little enemies here. Enough that I want to pull rather than fight them where they stand. Oh, well, that's easy. You set yourselves up for it. I'm more than happy to kill you all. 21%. That's good. Can always do better, but that's good. I'll turn on armor training too. I'm turning on way too many schools and turning off way too many schools too often. 50 AC is enough that armor training any further is almost irrelevant. It's not like it's going to make me more dangerous or more safe. Not being an idiot will make me safer, but that's not really a skill you can train with experience in-game. That's a skill you train with experience outside the game. And you know something stupid? Continuing to waste experience on necromutation. It's castable, for Christ's sake. I don't need more casting on an ability I didn't need in the first place. I guess I'm also like kind of like, what else would I train? I could make my Firestorm a little bit more Firestormy, but that's not that useful either. Incidentally, Sif Muna is instrumental in the way I'm playing right now. Forget the fact that, I mean, if I had been going Vehement with invocations, that would be doing me more favors in terms of the mana return policy, because I'd be getting an initial mana return on each Firestorm for free, followed by channeling back with the Staff of Channeling, if desired, or more likely with a Orb of Crystal Ball of Energy, which is an even faster channel than Sif Muna. Maybe that's what I can work on. Faster Sif Muna channeling. But what Sif Muna is letting me do is get away with constantly miscasting without taking horrible, horrible spell penalties as a result. Oh wait, this is it. This is the showdown chamber. Let's end my transformation, eat some stuff. Eat a ration for all I care. All my buffs are on. We'll get on necromutation to make sure it's literally all my buffs. And then we'll go. And map, please. This is a good room to know exactly what you're dealing with. TRJ, the Royal Jelly, is in an unknown location. We've got 3 doors that triangulate the entire arena. That's excellent. I'll start making noise and make him show up. Or his slimy companions. Either way. We'll kill as many of them as we can. Here to commit some deicide. Okay, come on. They're really wearing down my mana reserves with this greeting party. I don't need a released fireball yet. I can use a real fireball. But I'm getting there. This is about the time. There he is. I am at very low mana, all things considered. But I'm at an excellent overall preparedness. So we're going to power up a little more and then we're going to start nuking. Massive EXP gain because we killed them all. And these are all strangely unrewarding, so they don't actually award EXP. That's good to know. I'm still out of mana, because I only channeled for 1, so we're just going to get out of there. Alright, here goes. I kind of want to blink, but yeah, let's just blink. Set myself up with a nice distance kill. Lots and lots of deaths. In I go. Ooh, good corrode. Just want this. That pathway is going to be really hard to get in past, so I'm just going to back off and kill them all from a distance. I can't shoot around corners, but I can shoot. I mean, I can shoot around corners, just not through corners. What are all these summons from? I mean, I'm assuming they're TRJ summons, but I don't know. The Royal Jelly is TRJ, by the way, in case I didn't specify. But I don't know what they're summoned from. I hope they're not, like, constantly being summoned, because I'm a Lich with infinite mana channeling. This could take a while. Oh, that Shadow Trap probably went off. Okay. Now we've got loot to loot. Let's use a Wand of Digging and dig our way in. I don't need anything, so it's kind of going to be a redundant thing to check. I might check these amulets. You never know. Now that I no longer need resist mutation, but I'm highly vulnerable to confuse. Yeah, none of these are useful properties. Try another amulet. Actually, is there any harm in just wearing these amulets? R-mute, blink in 8. Nope, I can change this all I want. Okay. R-mute, RF, RNt, int plus 4. That's 4 intelligence less good, but still very good. We'll hang on to it. What else do you got? R-mute, strength plus 4. That's useless. So this one takes me down to 52 intelligence, which is a small difference. It still is NA for hunger in terms of castability, which is fine. An extra pip of RF is something I've craved all game. So that actually gives me a very nice array of resistances if I go that route. What else do you got? Oh, right, I should actually check these armors too, now that I'm in the process of going post-endgamey. No thank you. Int -4 is a bit much for me to stomach. But yeah, that's the idea that I should be doing. What was I thinking? Put a lot of effort into this armor and wear like beastly good armor, and don't worry about half-ass armor. Negate the spell penalty with your 50 plus intelligence. That's the way to go. Yeah. Necromutation I don't need, so I'm just gonna train a little bit more and then ditch it. Not ditch it, but like, you know, I don't need to train it any further. It's well trained considering that it was an unnecessary spell to begin with. Yay, rune! I'm not gonna reread old books. That's pointless. I really could go evocations and pick that up, but I don't want to. I kind of am committed to the non-evocation version of this, and I feel like a moron if I then went ahead and put a lot of effort back into getting it back, after having so successfully decided not to bother with it in the first place. I'll need a ring of protection from cold, and I will eat the beef jerky myself. Okay, and that is that. Back to the lair. So, where are we at? Oh, we never tried the trident. Can't cast with it. Why would you give int +6 but negative casting? That's just like such a taunt. I've had a lot of great int plus equipment all of a sudden as the game moved on to the end game. I technically have hunger on Firestorm, but it's mild enough as to be almost non-existent. And that's in order to, what? Take on the amulet of RFRN, int +4 stealth plus, instead of Basically, I lose Invocable Blink and gain and 4 intelligence, and I gain 2 resistances. One of which I probably didn't need at all. I mean, how am I for RN at this point? I've got it on the amulet, I've got it inherently, and I've got... Do I have another source? I don't think I have another source. Yeah, that's it, just 2. I guess being a lich probably gives me the last ones. So, whatevs. Well, that was definitely a very productive run. I could definitely see this build just killing Zot easily, and I'm debating what to do next. I think I kind of want to keep challenging with this because it's a very strong build. We'll see what I do. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.